guys,
Nigerian.
the difference between SA.
People travel all over the country, and when they catch them, they say, "Yeah, I'm Nigerian," but they are not Nigerians.
I'm
Nigerian, but I'm not Nigerian. So let's for the people.
Something that everybody knows about.
Voice.
Like why
everybody claims to be Nigerian.
That Nigerians
Golden voice.
Commit crime. If they catch you, you say they are Nigerian.
Voice.
Come on, guys.
So
do you remember when they caught Nigerians abroad who were using South African IDs? Do you remember that?
That's not true. I don't remember it.
That's not true, Anjani. It was in the news.
It's not true. It is.
I don't
It's in
remember.
the news when everything to is not true. How come?
This safe. That's not true.
Nigerians were caught in 2023.
Anjani, how?
A lot of people use Nigerian passports and they claim to be Nigerians. Why they are not Nigerians?
But we saw Nigerian men using South African identities to do crimes abroad.
That's not true. That's not true.
It's not true because you are not the one speaking about it.
There's two Nigerians were caught in Italy using South African passports.
Can I talk?
Two Nigerians were caught in Italy using South African
Anybody can claim to be Nigerian. Anybody can claim to be Nigerian, but they're not Nigerian.
When a golden voice is embarrassing yourself, honestly.
No Nigerian in his right sense will use his South African passport to travel out of the
make a submission.
You keep saying everybody gets deported. Everybody gets deported. Everybody uses passport. Take accountability.
Take accountability. That's it.
Anybody can be deported. That's what I said. That's what I said.
Take accountability. Yes, sir.
Guys,
anybody can be deported. Anybody can be deported. That's what I said. Anybody can be deported.
Hello.
Can I talk? Yeah.
Hi guys, this doesn't even make sense. Golden, you're disagreeing with stats. You're disagreeing with evidence that is showing you. You asked for evidence. They came back with evidence. They even giving you.
I'm only disagreeing because there are no facts. There are no facts here.
I'm trying to explain what's happening here. They came back with references to give to you, and you're still denying it. I don't understand what's happening. And other people want to have a chance to submit, but because you're going back and forth with actual stats.
Selling false information to me and expect me to believe it. If you're selling an information, then bring the information to the public space. Let me false information to me and expect me to believe it.
How do you talk to them?
Openo, but there is one thing that I want you to sometimes. Sorry, brother, for breaking you, for cutting you. Sorry. I wanted to know if maybe Nigerian brothers are going to be saying that we as South African men, we are lazy. I want them to give us a reason for them to say that we are lazy. Because the last time I checked, we are the ones who are paying tax here in South Africa. They are not paying tax. We are the ones who are still making sure that the infrastructure, that which they as Nigerians are destroying, is still maintained. So I wanted to know how
online yesterday. A guy came online yesterday. He said,
I wanted to know. We are still the reason for them today
this guy,
to get up.
He doesn't have a paper. He doesn't have a paper. He's a manager. And Pumsa was asking him, well, are you paying tax? He said no, he doesn't even want to pay tax. Or he's not paying tax out of his salary. Then how do you develop a nation? How do you grow as a society? If you get a job without a paper, you are not paying tax, then how do you want the society to grow? And they are still telling you, because you are not paying tax, you shouldn't even be having that job in the first place. He said he doesn't feel like paying tax. And he just
let's say I would like to have a Nigerian guy who knows South Africa, who also shares the same sentiment with the guy who just got off now, who is saying that we as South African men are lazy, to give us the reasons as to why they concluded that we as South African men are lazy. I would really like to hear. Just one man who can come up here on the podium and engage with us. We are here to engage with them so that they can prove to all the other Nigerian brothers who are living abroad that we are indeed the laziest men you can ever find in the world, a South African man.
Is there anybody who can answer? Is there anyone who's Nigerian who can answer blessing for me?
They won't come in, but we need to clarify for them, IT. The reason we call us lazy, it's simply for one reason, for that matter, is because they allow themselves to be exploited. while we as South Africans know our worth. And what the minority has done and what the private sector has done is to exploit these people for them to gain excessive profits. Now, because I know my worth, I will not settle for peanuts, which is what Zimbabweans are doing. And by that saying, the reason we are against them is because they are occupying even the smallest market spaces that should be meant only for locals. And how are they doing that? By going against our laws. We've got labor laws in South Africa. Do they adhere to that? No, they don't. It is surprising that you'll find an adult of a 40-year-old who's willing to work for 2,500 rands in South Africa. But will South Africans allow that? No. You know why? It will not take us anywhere. So them being exploited makes them hard workers. When we know our worth, we become lazy. The reason I was posing the question, who built South Africa, was for that reason. I can tell you, one commented to say, why it's built South Africa. I can point out inventions that were made by South Africans that the white man took credit of because it did not suit us. And yet we have the youngest democracy that we haven't enjoyed, that we earned through our blood and sweat. And they want to come and bring their arrogant statements on us. It's a pity he left. He's gaslighting me, this guy. I'm gaslighted, to be quite honest.
We can't say it any better anyway. Because years ago, I remember I was actually underpaid. I'm not gonna lie to you. You can't say it any better. I totally agree with you. It's the way of actually exploiting the foreigners coming to South Africa. I would never agree less with you. You are actually on point. Because we are underpaid. Because Ama Mzungu see the way of evading the tax. If they have to pay me 2,000, they need to pay Ama Saravikan 12,000, 13,000. But because I've got no choice, I have to take that offer. I have to survive. I have no choice. So I totally agree with you. By doing so, we're actually bringing the whole system down, to be honest, being a foreigner. In the first place, I'm not supposed to be there. I totally agree with you. So thank you.
Openuga, you are right. Openuga from Nigeria, you are very right. But the way you responded to Ozo, I don't quite like it, even though you were right on all your submission. But I think maybe you would have responded in a more gentle way. The way you responded to Ozo was not, I didn't quite like it. Even though he made quite a lot of mistakes by saying that they are lazy in their country. But the way you responded to him was so uncalled for.
My sister, can I ask you a question? Are you open for a question?
Go ahead.
You know, the way you come onto this platform, you are calm, you are stating the facts, you are rational. Ozo did not have the same dialect as you are having. This is why Baba Lungile is talking the way he is talking. And this is why he reacted. And I'm not defending him. I'm just pointing out the fact that your mannerism and Ozo's mannerism is completely opposite. And your own countrymen can see that. So there's no actual use for you to call out your own countryman when he's doing the right thing.
I didn't join when Ozo started, like from the beginning. I just came in when Openuga or something, I was responding to him, and the way he went about it was not cool with me. We are one.
Because my sister, because you didn't hear how his mannerism Ozo was. It upset Baba